Guys, it's me, Killbot Games, and technically I've already done this video like 2 times before. I don't really care though, so I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna talk about Persona, not Shin Megami Tensei. I'm talking about Persona, the series, and it's just about the games. I'm not counting Persona 1 and 2 as the games. I'm counting them as like, I'm not counting them as one game. I'm gonna count them as like, kind of the same game, if you know what I'm saying. They're probably it's a weird series. Persona's a weird series. People usually start with 5. Let's be real. Let's be honest. And then they work their ways backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, knowing this information, I know it's not guaranteed yet. It's only in the works. I think they're going to make them for both. I think that's just gonna happen. I think they're going to be guaranteed remakes. Now, when we might be getting them, it's a different story. I'm probably gonna have on my deathbed. I don't know, man. We're not getting them for like a decade, bro. Let's be honest. I could easily see these coming out in like 2030. Now, here's another unpopular opinion from me. Maybe not, but I want to see the Persona 2 remake before the Persona 1 remake, cause Persona 2 is better, and plus people are playing the games backwards anyway, so it just kind of happened, like naturally. So let's go to Persona 3 immediately. That we already know it's getting a remake. We don't know its release date. We do know the year it's releasing in is next year, probably early next year. And all the games I want, I have like 3 games on my must-buy list: Tekken 8, Yakuza 8, and Persona 3 Reload. All of them are releasing, or seem to be releasing, early 2024, which is really weird, man. Also, irrelevant, the Spider-Man gameplay, I only have it up there because I was going to talk about Spider-Man, and I never changed it, so that sucks. I'm probably not buying Spider-Man, not because I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be really good, better than the other 2 games, which is saying something. It's just that I gotta budget myself, man, so I had to choose one game to remove, and it was this one. Sadly, bro. I don't think it's going to be bad, though. Don't get it twisted. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Persona 3 Reload. Yeah, it's a pre-order. I don't know if I'm going to get it on PC or PlayStation, though, because this is a single-player game. So, well, I'm going to get it on PlayStation, I think. That seems, yeah. I'll probably get it on PlayStation, because I have a PC, but I really don't play online games, like fighting games, MMOs. That's usually what I'm trying to get on here. Online games. Like COD, I'll get that. COD isn't really... Actually, I'm not getting no fucking COD, bro. That's just going to take up a third of my hard drive nowadays. But you've seen the gigabyte sizes. I keep straying away every time I talk about Persona 3 Reload. I think this remake's going to be good. You want to know why? Because there's been some more gameplay leaks. I don't know if they're leaks as much as they are just like official revealed very, very weirdly. But I can't show you all this right now. So I guess I'll just take a break from the Spider-Man then, real quick. Man, this is screen recording anyway. Follow me, Killbot Games. You already know. But yeah, like I saw this recently, retweeted it, and this is the. Look at this. Bro, we're back. Yeah, I just muted my audio to let that play out. That's gonna be good. This is why this clip is one of the reasons why I think this game is gonna be good. Besides the music, that fucking banger ass music, I feel like this definitely matches the vibe of Persona 3 rather than Persona 5. And people thought this remake was gonna really drive it towards Persona 5 fans a lot more. And I feel like based off this clip, is definitely trying to capture, like, I guess with modernization in general, this is on Persona 5's engine. So I guess with that in general, it's gonna feel like more Persona 5, you know. But that's just inevitable with all games. Come on, like, I feel like no matter what they had for this remake, it would have been closer than Persona 5. But I still feel like it's closer to Persona 3 than Persona 5. You know, you can just tell by the completely different vibe. So that's why I think this game's gonna be good. That's why I'm gonna be buying it. Sure, they cut the FMC, which, you know, that's kind of a bad removal. I don't think they should remove stuff from remakes unless, like, and I don't get it twisted, bro. I really don't care. Like, the Resident Evil 4 remake came out and people got mad because they removed some shit like that scene where you could see up Ashley's panties. That is not comparable to this, what I think is like a big part of the game being removed. But I still think the Spy OLED, I think is gonna be good. Of course, you're probably gonna have to get the original. You know, you're probably gonna have to get the original if you want to do FMC, which kind of sucks. A lot smarter, nice gameplay, more stiff. But you know, man, I don't really care too much about the FMC, bro, as much as other people do. That's like the only bad thing, though. And I don't think they're definitely not gonna be removing the remakes. I really don't think they're gonna be removing base game when this comes out. I don't think they're gonna do that. I've seen, like, cause like, and again, back to Resident Evil 4, they didn't. The OG is still available. If we pull it up on screen right now, like, I own the Resident Evil 4 remake on PlayStation, right? And I own the OG on Steam. Cause I still got a weak as fuck computer right now. I can't run that shit. Now I can barely run Steam, bro. Look at this. Load as fuck a long time. Let's do Resident Evil 4. Oh my god. Resident Evil 4. Let's Google that. Look at this. Both of them are available to purchase. I hate when fucking AAA companies do this thing. Where it's like, oh, we got the remake now, so you don't really need this. Like, fuck off, man. I really don't think they're gonna do that. If they do, that's a bad sign. Well, then I guess the game will already be out by then. But I think that's a really bad sign if they do go that route, which hopefully they don't. But I think the remake is gonna be good. I just get that out of the way. I have no worries really. So that's Persona 3 Reload. I'm not talking about Yakuza 8 and Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is, I just want a fighting game, to be honest. I only have like two, which is Strive and Fighters. I'm not a big fighting game guy. Well, I like the fighting games I play. I just don't play them often, man. So I'm really trying to get in this one. You know, I like fighting games, don't get it wrong. I just do not play them too often. So I'm going to try and get into this one. So that's really all I got to say about Tekken 8. Yakuza 8. Alright, bro, let me tell you. Yakuza 7. Let me tell you, bro. Yakuza 7. Let's load this let up. 100% of this game. It is really fucking good. It might be my favorite in the whole series, bro. It is a really good game, really fun game, bro. Even with the whole JRPG approach they took, I still found it really fucking fun. And if they just continue that in 8, you already know that's gonna be a fucking pre-order. And maybe 100%ing it. Because I also found Yakuza Like a Dragon was also like way easier to 100% than the other Yakuza games. Because you didn't have to do those dumb fucking mini games like beat the fucking Mahjong championship. You don't have to become a Mahjong master to platinum this game. You don't even have to play Mahjong to fucking platinum this game. That's what I like about it. If y'all can get those easy platinums, this is a masterpiece, bro. So keep the JRPG elements, keep the wacky side quests, keep that amazing story with amazing characters, and do like the Millennium Tower in this game. I fucking loved it, bro. Especially in the final dungeons. I really like the true final Millennium Tower dungeon. But if I had any complaint, it's too easy. It's too easy. And I guess I will have to start playing this on hard mode. Yeah, I'm probably going to start, when I get this, I'm going to play it on hard mode. I played it on normal mode, and I absolutely obliterated the fucking final boss. So I just found that way too easy, a little bit too easy. and you sometimes do like the same. You end up doing the same attacks. It's stupid. And once you unlock that business mini game, let's be honest. Let's be honest, man. The moment you unlock that business mini game, it was over. And time doesn't really progress. And like I'm, you know, that no, I can forget that. Like I found this a lot easier than other RPGs, but I also found it way funner. And true, I guess you could say the true Final Millennium Tower was really challenging, considering every fucking enemy could either one shot you or two shot you. One shot you if you learn guarding. But honestly, you can easily tell when they're about to do a one shot attack. So if you get your guarding up, you get your Peerless Resolve, and you have Psycho healing constantly or some other healer, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. Sure, it's a lot. It's definitely a difficulty spike, but I fucking obliterated Tendo. Don't even get me started on Final Millennium Tower, dude. I mean, Amon looked like a fucking baby, bro. That's my only complaint, though. Like a difficulty. So I don't know if they're gonna fix that in 8. Maybe not. I don't know. I hope they do. I feel like they did everything so good, so they just gotta keep that. Just keep the goodness. Everything was amazing. Just increase the difficulty a bit. You got the best fucking JRPG ever made. And maybe like, yeah, maybe make the combat more variety. Add more variety to the combat, so you're not doing the same fucking overpowered moves. I don't know how you do that. I really don't. And maybe make the attacks, because the attack, you know how you have skill and attack usually in these turn-based skills, did like 20 times the damage of every attack. Attack was useless. I don't even know why they have it in the game. It did nothing. Skills was where it was at. So those are my complaints with 7. As someone who's, you can see I have 300 hours in this game and 100% of it. So I think I'm a pretty good voice on what's wrong with this game. And I know the game's probably almost finished. I just really praying to God they kind of did those things, man. But anyway, that's all I got. And then we got, no, I already talked about everything I'm looking forward to, both 3 games. Well, I got Kenshi too, but that game they literally announced nothing about. They announced like a few screenshots of it, but there's literally like no release date. And keep in mind, they announced it before they even started working on it. We're probably not getting that till like 2030, bruh. But you already know. The moment they announce it, I don't care what I'm doing, bro. I'm gonna be at my wedding. You may kiss the bride. I get a notification from Kenshi Twitter account. Kenshi 2, now available for pre-order. I'm going to fucking kill that person. Whoever I'm marrying, I don't know, man. Ignore that. I just accidentally put my phone against the mic, bro. Like Kenshi 2 over my wife. That's just how it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be really fucking excited for that game, bro. We're gonna do a whole ass full playthrough. It has a lot to live up to, in my opinion. Play Kenshi 1. Oh yeah, speaking of Kenshi 1, you wanna know why I'm excited? I'm not really happy. I put more hours in the multiple video games than I do one video game. This is my most played video game of all time. 611 hours, 612 hours. I really fucking love this game, so that's why Kenshi 2 is so much to live up to. But that's all I want to talk about. Persona 4, I'm doing a playthrough of that one right now. It's pretty good. And then Persona 5, it's alright. I mean, I seen someone say from Persona 1 to Persona 5, the amount of Epstein particles increase in Persona 5 Royale. That shit is through the roof. Epstein is that game, bro. Don't even get me started on Morgana's Hitler ass. That man probably killed like, he's probably the Hitler of the cat world. Yeah. That's all I really gotta say though. And then there's the spin-offs, but I'm gonna be real, guys. I do not give a damn about those fucking spin-offs. Maybe Persona 5 Asa. Or maybe was it just Persona Asa? Maybe that could be good. Maybe it's like a solely like dedicated FMC protagonist. Like there's no male option, which would be I. Maybe if they release at the same time around Persona 3, you get your option. Ooh. I mean, like, it's not the same game, bro. But like, if you want FMC, I guess it could be like, you know, I guess it's not the same thing, but you know what I'm getting at, right? In Persona 6. Persona 6, Well, I don't really know what I want the aesthetic of that game to be, bro. Every Persona game really has a different one. I don't know what I want that one to be. I like Persona 4 a lot, so I kind of want them to do Persona 4 or something like that. Persona 5 was good, but I feel like I just want it to be Persona 5 alone. I really don't want them like doing the aesthetic of that game again. I don't know, man. I don't know what I want the aesthetic for Persona 5, 6 to be. Also, Persona 5X, I really don't. I really that's on my least. Like, if I have a top 3 games I'm going to pre-order, that's my top bottom 3 games I'm gonna fucking die before I ever buy. I really do not care about Persona 5X. I'm sorry. Even if the idea looks interesting, the fucking guy is named Soy. Like, dude, Soy Dora, Soy Jack. Man, who do you think you are? Yeah, I don't care for that. I'm buying Persona 5 6 though. But Persona 6 is really in the same boat as Kenshi 2. We just know what's happening, but nothing's been said about it. That's all we know. But I really hope. I'm saying this is a straight through. I think they should have the option for you to romance male characters if you're like a male MC. Or if they had a femc of the game, you should be able to romance female characters. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Maybe make the sexuality like a selected option in the main menu or something, like when you're starting a game. I don't know, that's just my opinion though. You just gotta trust me on that, man. Don't blame the player at the game. Don't blame the player at the game. That's all I gotta say though. So, that's really all I gotta say. Give me more good Persona 1 and 2 remakes that also reflect on the original vibes, or the vibes of the original game. Persona 3 really do pretty much good. Just be a game that doesn't release completely dog shit. Persona 4 is good. Its age of milking is over. Persona 4, you had your moment. You had your moment in the 2010s when you were being milked to shit. You don't need it anymore. You really don't need it. It's kind of just this thing. Persona 5 is still being milked. Probably, it's kind of where Persona 4 was like years ago. I think it's nearing its end though. I really do think it's nearing its end. And then Persona, the old Persona games, and the new Persona 6. That's what's going to be the move after Persona 5 starts getting milked. That's all I got to talk about though. How long have we been recording this for? Well, plus this, probably been like 20 minutes.